Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. All right, Tuesday vibes. What do we have for Tuesday? My name's Holly, psychic medium, by the way. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you were so inclined. If not, that's okay too. There's a bunch of different readers on YouTube with a lot of styles and a lot of ways of doing things. There's enough room for everybody. Enough room for everyone. Okay. To start with, when I was picking up a mug for today, this is the one I ask Spirit. I always ask, what is the energy? What do we need to know for the vibe? And the reason why I do this, okay, it's a mug, right? Well, it's more than a mug, because not just this particular one, because of the energy that it's not the energy that I attach to it, but it's what it represents to me. And when I reach out to Spirit and the divine and ask, what is it that I need to be aware of? What is it that the collective needs to be aware of? What is the message that you want people to have? And how do you want us to actually take that message internally when we drink from this vessel? What is the message? How do you want us to solidify that by actually taking it in as nourishment? So it's more than just, hey, it's pretty mug. Now, sometimes, I do love, love, love the opalescent mugs. Love them. But usually it's going to have a message or some other theme with it. Or it will remind me of something, whatever. Well, this one is a piece of pottery, and it's a little hard to tell, but those are lavender pieces. That's the painting. Oh, that's a good one right there. Okay. So it's a little hard to tell, but it's lavender. And so I ask Spirit, this feels good. It feels right, but what is the message about it? Why lavender? Because there's nothing that smells like lavender. The coffee is not any kind of floral coffee or anything like that. Oh, by the way, hold on. It is a vanilla flavor, though. So, and the answer I received was that for today, try to nourish mind, body, and soul. And aromatherapy may play a big role in that for you. Also, do what is, I know Tuesday is like the second day of the work week, and everybody's starting to get into the flow of it and thinking, oh, it's only Tuesday, So do what you can on your time in your own way to help bolster yourself, make yourself feel comforted, have soft, if you can wear soft clothing, if you don't have to wear a uniform that's binding or tight, or a business suit, which is kind of a uniform, if you don't have to wear, oh my gosh, pantyhose are a nightmare. They just make my stomach hurt. I don't know about you all. I usually would avoid wearing pantyhose at all costs. If you're a guy, I don't know what to tell you. But identify as a guy, I don't know what to tell you. So, but they're no fun. You're not missing a thing. Be grateful. So, but with the lavender and with this mug, someone made this. They felt energized and connected to spirit when they made it. The lavender is something that can be used internally and externally as a soothing, calming balm. So I think that's the vibe. Be good to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And I'm hearing, take your time, relax, and treat yourself well. Okay, make time for yourself. Even if you are in the chaos of taking care of, I don't know how many other people at work or at home, take the time to take care of yourself. Even if it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes. If you can do an hour, great. But take care of yourself today and rest. And I feel like they want you to rest because things are going to move a little faster as the week rolls to a close. So you're going to need more stamina because you're going to be doing more things. All right, so to start, I pulled a few cards already from, it's an Animal Ally deck. I do not remember the name of it, but a lovely woman gave it to me, and it's a mini. I've used these before. The original deck is huge, so I really appreciate these. They're not a mini, they're a pocket sized. Huge difference. Huge difference from the full size ones are massive. The cards that came out, this first one, I almost stopped with the first one because it just reinforced the message of self-care and taking care of yourself, even to the point of even hibernating a little bit. And it's Black Bear. In this deck, it's listed as a guardian, and Bear Spirit is a guardian spirit. It's also a healer. Well, that's just how I learned it. So it may mean something else to you, and so if so, great. But I've always heard of bears as healer energies, nurturing, and they know when to step back and rest. They understand the cycles that our bodies go through. So this says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So I think there are a whole lot of mother and father bears out there who protect their young. And unfortunately, we have to sometimes protect the young of those who don't. So, but because of the connection to not only just protection, but of healing in this card, as I understand it, in this animal, it's even more important that you rest, rejuvenate, take care of yourself, because it's going to be on later in the week. All right, I don't know what yet. I'm not worried about that energy until we get there. Okay, and so then I thought, well, let me pull a couple more, okay? Because we might have, I mean, this is a general reading. Please understand that. And with any general reading, I'm going to try to get as many groups as I can in there. So this is, I think, the dominant bear, and the aromatherapy and the healing and the whatever it is you need to do. And aromatherapy could be a cup of tea that you really like, some mint tea, or, whatever it is. Okay. So this could be for the same group, or this could be for another one. Lynx, keeper of secrets. Look at that sassy little face. That is the cutest. It looks like a house cat, but with those little tufts. But man, those are not house cat paws. Okay. Take time out from the world. That does go along with bear. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Yeah, be a good friend, be a good relative, be a good partner to people. If somebody tells you something in confidence, don't go spreading it and running your mouth all over town. Okay? If someone trusts you enough to trust you with their innermost thoughts, then that means they're trusting you with a sacred part of themselves. And on the flip side of that, be careful who you talk to and how much. Not everybody, even when they say they do, not everyone has your best interest at heart. And that's the message I'm pulling from this card for some of you. Some of you, it's, yeah, sit back, watch, wait, because it's getting ready to roll, okay, later in the week. But this, I feel like, is more about, and the way I'm hearing it and reading it, is that protect, thank you, Spirit, just step in. Protect yourself and the ones you love. You don't have to give every single detail. Not everyone wants you to succeed. Not everyone wants you to have love in your life. Not everyone wants you to have the things that they are jealous of or don't currently have. Okay? So if there are people, and it all comes from, one, insecurity, and two, jealousy, which is another form of insecurity. So please, be careful what you post on any social media. Be careful what you it's if people can be odd, okay? We all know that. Some of them can be wonderful, but some of them may not want you to be happy or want what you have. So just keep your mouth shut for a while. You know, why sabotage something? You don't need to fight off any more bad mojo and vibes from people. Seems like that's all we do sometimes. You know what? It does. Sometimes it just feels like that's all we do is have to put up boundaries, shield, protect. It gets a little tiring. So come on, everybody. Let's lock arms, make that chain, and say, no more. I reject that. I reject that negativity. I reject other people's whatever it is they got going on that's not good, because they got to figure it out. There we go. And it is so. Thank you. Well, I guess we can finish. No. Okay, let's get on with it. All right, this is a cool card. Elk. That is a massive beast of an animal. I've never seen one in person. I think I'd be absolutely awestruck. Oh, well, and for elk, the word they used was nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Hey, man, we all need to take that. Just say, I take it. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. You are an infinite being with a wise and perfect soul. You can accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. And anybody who's telling you, I feel like there's a reason this keeps coming up. If you've got someone that you feel like is trying to, okay, I'm going to say the word out loud. It drives me nuts when people talk about, oh, curses. That's called giving your power away. If someone says, well, they are doing this or they're sending you whatever, yeah, shield yourself, ask for protection. And if you start to, if you're to be like, I can get too much like a sponge, and I'm sure a lot of you can too. And if you're too much like a sponge with all those pores, you just absorb it and soak it all in, and you're like, oh, why do I feel so weird? Well, it's because you've been soaking up everybody else's crap. Okay. So, but so you just squeeze it out, call back your energy, boom, you're good to go. Now, and that's simplifying it, but it really doesn't have to be difficult. You just have to pinpoint it and ask yourself, is this something that I need to change in my life? Am I eating something I'm allergic to? Am I staying up too late, not getting adequate sleep? You know, is it something I'm doing? Is this about me? Or is this I'm taking on other people's stuff? Okay, so is it mine or someone else's? Okay, is the basic line or that's always kind of the litmus test. So, point is, if you feel like there's someone around you who is trying to work something negative on you or tell you you're cursed, tell them what they can go do. You know, no, just don't have it. You have a perfect soul. That cannot be corrupted unless you say something that corrupts it. Okay, and like I said, I've only seen it happen. That one that was the living one, I don't know if that person came in. I talked about it in the Monday video. But it is possible to turn away from the light and turn away from the all that is. And that is when the true corruption begins. Okay? Everyone has free will and everyone can turn away. Now, that doesn't mean every earthbound spirit has done that. Some of them are just wounded and scared and don't know what to do. And they have free will and they choose not to go. We're not ready to go, whatever. Man, I feel like I am sorry if this doesn't make sense. I really am. I'm trying to get back to where I started. Okay, so, but the point is, if you've got a living person who is trying to convince you that you, one, can't do something unless they help you or do it for you or tell you how to do it, that's wrong. If you have someone who is telling you that you're not strong enough or wise enough or smart enough, Well, that kind of sounds like a manipulation and a little bit of gaslighting too. So that's two. So no, you need to try to, you do whatever you need to do. I'm not telling anyone what to do. What I would do, try to remove yourself from that situation. And when you're married, it's a little harder. It took me 5 years to get out of that awful situation. And so, and I was young and dumb, whatever. Anyway, so it was a long, long, long time ago. So, um, I'm so sorry. I am, I think I'm a little tired. I haven't had enough rest. So my point is, and I've said that before, my point is, oh my gosh, I'm about to stop this and start all over again, but I'm not going to because I think there's valid information in it. Okay. You have the power to say no. You have the power over your own life. Okay? Curses are nothing more than other people trying to instill fear in you. Now, can it make you sick? Heck yeah, it can make you sick. But it's because notice how you feel. Notice your thought patterns. Notice what's going on with you and just release it and throw it out. It is as simple as saying, no, I reject this. No. You might have to say that, 10 times an hour. You might have to say that every single minute. But eventually you will get to the point where nothing is touching you, nothing can, and I mean, energetically, there are people who enjoy doing negative things. Reject it. And that's what you've got to do is just say, reject it. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to do tit for tat, if you want to play the game, okay. But I kind of think the people in the collective don't want to do that. Call in your protection team. We haven't talked about that in a little while. Call in your protection team. Call on, pray to, whichever you want to use, whether you say it calling on or praying to, it's the same thing. Thinking, talking to your higher power, the creator of all things, the all that is, your angelic realm, the archangels, Archangel Michael or Michael, whichever you're most comfortable with, is part of the angelic realm and known for being the ultimate protector. You are not alone in this, so don't let anyone think you are. And that's how you know you've got someone who's trying to manipulate you. If they try to make you think without them, you're doomed. Yeah. I don't think so. No. That'd be like saying that the creator of all things created a soul that was only whole if it had another soul to tell it what to do. That's not how souls work. No. All right. So let's move on. I have no idea what I'm going to call this. All right. Let's use the unfolding path. Okay. Unfolding path. This is it's a traditional tarot deck with all the cards you would expect in the suits, but with wonderful images, and even the back of it is soft and gentle. I don't know if those are, I think they're peonies. They don't look like roses, and that means they're incredibly fragrant. All this time, and I never really noticed that. A peony is one of the most fragrant flowers. I remember the first time I smelled one, I thought, I have never in my life smelled a flower this sweet. And of course, lilacs, that's another good one. But a peony, a lilac, they are just a good old-fashioned rose, not the hybridized ones without a scent. It's transformative, and it will transport you to energetically another place. There's nothing quite so cleansing and clearing. All right, now If we need to continue that message, Spirit, please do so. But if we are finished, if the message for whomever needed to hear it, to not buy into the fear of someone who's trying to tell you that you need them, that you're not good enough on your own. That is the core of the message. Whether they're trying to do it through lies, belittling, manipulations, or if they're trying to do it energetically and trying to scare you with dark practices. No, I mean, it's all the same thing, really. It's all based on fear. So that reading, I feel like, is complete. Just don't buy into it, please. Don't buy into it. Now I don't need to shuffle that way again. Now, Mother and Father God, all that is, archangels, spirit guides and guardians, please come into this reading. What is the message? What is the dominant message for the collective today on Tuesday? What is the dominant message for the collective? And if it continues further out from, then okay, because I feel like we're going to have a big full week coming up. All right, let me just get these here first. Oh, hold on. Okay, go like that. Yeah, there's some treachery. I think this is a different version of the same kind of thing. I feel like there's someone's... We'll get into it. Someone may, and this is good, and this all, oh, now I get it. And now I understand why that whole conversation about you don't have to share every detail of your life because some people don't want you to be happy. Yeah, this goes back to that too. All right, what else? Clarification, please. Clarification, please. Clarification, please. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything else here. They want me to use another deck. All right. Wow. Well, let me go ahead and show... I didn't put my brace on. Let me go ahead and show you these. So, we have the Four of Wands, a happy couple in celebration. And see how red my nose is getting? That's because this is not just me talking. This is spirit coming through. All right. It doesn't always happen, but I very often get what I call wasabi nose, where my nasal passages open up and flare like if I eat too much wasabi. And that's how I know spirit is very thick and around. Okay, so we've got a happy couple. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Now, depending on the reading, the Queen of Swords can be a wonderful queen. In this instance, this is someone, and male or female, the gender roles do not matter one little bit. It's about the energy of the card here, okay? In this reading, you've got a happy couple, and you've got someone else who doesn't like it. You've got someone who wants to not just play games, taunt, or make life a little difficult. This is someone who is on a rampage to destroy their happiness because this queen doesn't have it. This is a devious... Oh, I don't like this one a little bit. This is a devious and deceptive person. Again, male, female. Please don't look at the genders and think that means anything. It could be any combination of things. All right. Then we have the Knight of Cups. That's pretty darn sweet. And it's not only just a Knight of Cups, but this knight has a hand on the heart with one hand, and with the other hand is offering the cup. The cup of what? The cup of love. So, all right. You know, here's the irony of this. Because what's being pointed out to me is that while this person is so up in their head, angry, and devious, just the word devious keeps coming to mind. Trying to play a game, trying to work people. Yeah. This person wants to see this truly, genuinely happy couple fail so that she can say, or he can say, I told you so, and still be in control. That is devious energy. What this person doesn't see, if they would just be who they really are, if this person would just ease up and get over themselves, that person has love waiting for them. That person has someone who wants to offer them companionship. And because it's a knight and not a king, and this is a queen, I kind of have a feeling it might be someone who's even a little bit younger, or someone who, not much. It doesn't have to be. And I'm thinking probably not more than maybe 5 or 6 years even. So it's not much. But this is someone who, this I think represents newness of a relationship. If she would get her head out of her behind, she would realize, and I know that's a gross thing to say, but I don't like this person at all. So I don't like that attitude or energy. So what if somebody's happy? You know, you could be happy too. Look what you could have. You could have this and a brand new relationship that is full of passion and love. But what are you doing? No. So we need to figure out what's going on here. We know what's going on. What's going to be some possible outcomes? This is a reading. Light Seers. All right, so I'm going to use the Light Seers Pocket Tarot. And, all right, so first, okay, this reading is predominantly about this really mean-spirited, devious, deceptive individual who can be, also has an incredibly biting way of communicating. And ironically assumes that, again, he or she is better than everyone and with a big chip on their shoulder. But yet, anyone who does this and would not be even aware that there's something like this right behind them waiting for love and compassion, that's someone who they can't let something go because it translates as failure to them rather than just growth. Which means that that person is going to lose out on true, genuine, heartfelt something. All right. So this is the primary person in this reading, actually. So let's focus on that Queen of Swords first. So what is the outcome going to be for that Queen of Swords? I'm hearing manifestation of the interior is going to be as corrupt as the exterior if something doesn't change. So there will be a manifestation of disease, illness, and I feel like a cognitive decline even. All right. Yeah. This is just sad. All right. What else? What else can you tell me about that Queen of Swords? Oh, come on, you all. Really? All of these? Yes, all of them? Oh, great. All right. So and basically this is to reinforce that yes, the reading was correct about what she is losing out on. This Knight of Cups who is already in her range of vision, that is already part of her world, but stands on the fringe. But she just won't look up. She's too busy plotting and planning to look up from her blueprint of evil to notice there's a Knight of Cups standing right there doing this with hand on heart and holding out a cup. This person will face judgment, and what they could lose is a Two of Cups. And this person might very well be the soulmate that would love them unconditionally, regardless of how nasty they are. So someone is, yeah, not someone, this person. This person will face judgment, will have to come to some recognition of their actions because they are missing out on a soulmate relationship with this Knight of Cups. And that's just sad. All right, so when I ask, so what else? This big jumbo thing of cards that flipped out. Okay, I was just looking at the deck. It's something, it's just the way I put it down. This is what we've got. All right. Nine of Wands. Yeah, they're always watching. They're always spying. Let me put my glasses on. I guess I don't have to announce that every time, but yeah. All right, Nine of Wands. Watching, wishing, spying, regrets, waiting. But yet, for things that are over, finished, and done, instead of waiting for this Knight of Cups. Man, what is going on with that person? They just need to get it together. Come on now. All right. The wheel. That wheel is going to spin. Judgment is going to happen. That Queen of Swords better think about what is happening, because he or she, they are about to face a karmic reality. Now, they've got two choices ahead of them. And it's almost looking like, this is the crazy part, as nasty and mean as they've been, it looks like at some point, once they realize that all of those machinations, all of those, all just the meanness and spitefulness is only going to turn around and reflect badly on them, on this person, on this Queen of Swords. That's when that person stops, and I think at their lowest low, and for the first time they realize, what do I do next? Their devious little plan isn't working. All of a sudden, that wheel turns, and when it does, they feel freedom for the first time ever. Whoever this is, I hope you are watching, because this is what you could be missing out on if you don't shape up. I don't know who this is, you all, but this is someone out there. And you know, it's probably one of those who's in the, not really the collective, but likes to watch on the fringe and not admit it. It's probably one of those. But if you want this Knight of Cups, when the wheel spins and you realize this is about you and your insecurity, it's been about you and your insecurity, you're going to feel a freedom you've never felt before. You are going to come alive. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a dark night of the soul to get there. You're going to have to curl at the Four of Swords. You're going to have to rest and regroup. You're going to have to rest, regroup, either clean up, dry out. It's something along those lines. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's, I don't know, self-medication, we'll put it that way. That's got to stop if you want any clarity. Once you get through that, you're even going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to be healthier. Looks like this Knight of Cups turns in to a full-blown King of Pentacles. That's pretty darn good. That's exceptional. So you're going to go from someone who has a full, open, and loving heart to someone who is grounded, stable. I'm hearing well-connected, but you've got to shape it up. The Ace of Cups. This is a soulmate relationship that you are on the verge of missing because you won't look around and look up. Someone has been trying to come around you. Someone has been trying to tap on your shoulder energetically, so to speak. And then the Queen of Cups. Wouldn't you much rather go from being alone in your own head, plotting and planning? That it's not a good look. And there's a lot of superficial stuff going on here too, I'm getting. This person is wonderful. This is who you could be. This is who you should be. You could become the Queen of Cups and have and be more, surrounded by more love than you could ever imagine. Six of Pentacles. The scales will be balanced. You will find balance for once, for the first time in your life, a true balanced relationship. Again, temperance. You're going to find balance. Both you, because I'm not even going to hold up the Queen of Swords anymore, because I feel like once that wheel turns and you figure it out, this is going to be who you are. This is going to be who you end up with, who becomes a king. You both find balance, and it leads to your happy ever after and a celebration. So you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to take my advice. But I'm telling you, if you do, yeah. You've got Page of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Because if not, this is where you end up. Now, that's one of those, a picture is worth 1,000 words kind of things. Yeah. Think long and hard about your actions and what's really important to you. You can have an amazing life. Okay. Now, I don't feel the need to go into this. Couple that's celebrating, they're good. They're insulated from all of these horrible plots. Okay? They are completely insulated, and anything going on with them is going on with them. And this guy, well, we saw he goes from a knight into a king, and that is just a brilliant move. So, let me tell you, I think she won the lottery. So, she better claim that ticket, because I don't think it's going to happen twice. You know, it's not going to come around again after this one. Anyway, just a little tough love here. Okay. This has been a long video. All right. So that just wore me straight out. Okay. Oh, my coffee. It's cold. Okay. Well, be well. Enjoy your Tuesday. Self-care. Do something good for yourself. And if you have an affinity for lavender, well, hopefully you can treat yourself. Ooh, one of the best cookies I ever ate. It was a lavender shortbread. Oh, it was so good. Okay. Well, yeah. That means I'm starting to ramble, so I'm going to wrap it up. Sending so much love to all of you. And, oh, I switched it out. Yeah. There we go. And the painting. Yeah, I don't know who made that. Somebody painted it. I found it at a thrift store and I liked it. So, years and years ago. Anyway, so be well, take care, and we will talk Wednesday. Bye.